Okay, I think everything is set up okay. How's everyone doing? I hope you can hear me and see me. My name is Robin Shaw, and I'm an English teacher here in Korea. And once or twice a week these days, I do live lessons to help out some students who have English questions. And I try my best. And I'm checking the chat room now to see who is here. I saw that Layla was here. I missed talking to Layla. Good to see you here. Tika's here. Sayeda. Hello, hello. Oh, Tika missed the live stream. Well, I do one or two a week. Magna's here. Hello. Carrie, I can hear you and see you. Thank you, Carrie. Lutfi, hello. You say, hey, sir. You don't really need to call me sir. I don't feel like a sir. Just call me Robin. Lolly lollies from here from France. All's good. All's well. I'm doing fine. It's getting today. It's the rainy season in Korea, so it's very every day is very hot, very humid, and a lot of rain. So the weather is uncomfortable here in Korea. Oh, so Sayeda, yeah, you're Nabia. Yeah, I remember. Long time no chat, but we can chat now. Rohan's here. Hannah's here. Oh, hello, Hannah. Love music. I don't think I've seen you before. Love music, where are you from? And Lutfi very hua. What does that mean? Magna, it's rainy season in India too. Well, I'm sure whatever the weather is in India, it's worse than Korea. I'm just gonna check weather, New Delhi. Let's see what's happening there. Oh, it's about the same actually. Actually, Korea has a little more humidity than, but the temperature is higher in, well, at least New Delhi. Love music's from Vietnam. Okay, hello, hello, Andre. All right, we got a few regular faces here. Good to see you guys. And Layla. Anyway, you guys, I'm here to help you practice English. So if you got some questions or you want to chat about something, get them in the comments and let me know what you're thinking, what you're curious about, whatever you want to talk about. And Layla has a question here. Try to be more composed. Does this statement have the same meaning of try to be quiet? That's okay. Interesting question, Layla. Try to be more composed. Composed means in control of your emotions. So if someone is crying or very panicking a lot, they're showing their emotions a lot. So if someone is showing too much of their emotions, we might tell them try to be more composed. And that would be kind of control of your emotion. It can mean quiet also. Just be quiet, control your emotion. All right. So where did you see that, Layla? Oh, Layla, 46 degrees. And Tika, what's the difference between are you smoke and do you smoke? Well, we don't ask the question are you smoke. So that is not a question we ask. Are you smoke is impossible. We only ask the question do you smoke? So your second question there is the correct one. We cannot ask are you smoke. That is impossible question. Vincenzo, hello. Andre, we had 90% humidity last week. Really? So got cold, I think you want to say a cold. Some sickness. We have to refer to. If you just say I'm cold, that means your body's cold. But if you put the article a cold, then I know you got sick. So I'm not sure if you got cold or a cold, the sickness. Magna, I have a question. Could you please tell me which of the following sentences is correct? It's good to you. It's good for you. I would say number 2. I don't have all the information, what context, what situation, but number 2 is the one. It's good for you. It's good for you. Take this medicine. It's good for you. In that kind of situation, it's good to you. When would we say that? It's good to you. I can't really think of a situation we would use it's good to you. That doesn't mean we don't use it. I just can't think of any right now, but I'm favoring number 2. It's good for you. Vincenzo, difference between make and do. Well, Vincenzo, make and do are both very common verbs. They are used in, sometimes they mean the same thing. Most of the time, I'm going to guess they mean different things. It depends on the situation. When you make something, you usually create something. I made past tense made. I made breakfast. I cooked breakfast. I created and made prepared breakfast. And do is more of an action. So what action are you doing? Like a physical action. So what if you ask me what do you do? What do you like to do? I like to run. I like to exercise, something like that. But Vincenzo, make and do. These two verbs are so common. There's so many different situations. And we would have to examine each situation. What does make do here? What does make mean in this situation? What does make mean in that situation? Because there is no simple rule for make and do. Make has many meanings, do has many meanings. And I'm talking too much about make and do. I'm going to move on. Sorry. Oh, Layla saw that in the comic book. Interesting. Try to be more composed. Yeah. Keep your emotions controlled. In the medical context, good for you, I think, is the best, Magna. Syed Hussein, hello. Cassio, hello. Magna, have you ever been to Russia? No, I have not been to Russia, but I will be soon, one day. And Aiden, hello, Robin. I have got one question for you. You just ask the question. You don't tell me you've got a question. You just ask it. Tika, how do you pronounce didn't? Didn't. When I say it now, didn't, the T is a little bit strong, but I'm sure in a sentence, the T is probably reduced. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. That's possible. So Tika, that if you're wondering about the T, didn't, sometimes a native speaker might have a strong T sound, didn't, but I think if a native speaker is speaking fast, it's in sentences, it's going to sound like didn't. Hannah, today I have read the interesting article about the richest woman in the USA. She had $5 million, but she spent $5 a week for living, and she didn't change her dress during 14 years. I think she had $5 billion. If she's the richest, she would be the number one. Who's the richest woman? She must have 5 billion. I'm just going to check. Yeah, 5. She had not million. She had $5 billion. So she spent $5 a week for living, and she didn't change her dress during 14 years. Yeah. Well, Hannah, she just sounds like she's not materialistic. She doesn't care about material things. And I'm similar. So, if I had that much money, I'd probably do the same. I don't really like to spend on fashion or cars or stuff like that. Layla, I tried to make my own sentences with eldest, oldest, and older. I'm the eldest daughter among my sisters. Sounds good. My oldest are pretty kind with me. My oldest what? Oldest is an adjective, so you need something after oldest. My oldest child, my oldest relatives. So you need a noun there. I'm older than my sister. Okay, so number 1 and number 3 are correct. Number 2, oldest is an adjective, so you need some sort of noun after oldest. Try again. Andre, maybe it's good to you as answer to question about direction. Where will she go? To me or to you? Andre. I'm trying to understand your question, Andre. Where will she go? To me or to you? Where will she go? You don't have a question mark, so I'm not sure what your question is. And even in your example sentence, is that there's no question mark, so I'm confused. Andre, can you fix up your question? Throw in a few question marks. Hannah, welcome to Russia. Yeah, I'll be there one day. Lolly, lolly. If I say I'm waiting for my friend, or I am awaiting my friend. Oh, or I'm waiting for my friend. I'm awaiting my friend. Yeah, they have the same meaning. Let me check awaiting. I'm awaiting my friend. Yeah, and I'm waiting for my friend. Yeah. They have the same meaning, but I'm awaiting my friend sounds a little awkward. It's possible, but I would use the second sentence. I'm waiting for my friend. That would be more common, but they do have the same meaning. Adnan, what you favor suggest to learning from movie? Well, learning from movies, Adnan, is a great way to learn English. But a lot of students, they turn on a movie, and movies are long, 2 hours sometimes over 2 hours, and it's very hard to concentrate and focus on studying English 2 hours watching a movie. So I usually recommend for students, if they watch a movie or TV show, smaller chunks, like one or two scenes, about 3 to 5 minutes. Focus on a 3 to 5 minute scene of a movie. So think of a good movie you like, and go scene by scene. Don't sit down and try to understand one movie, 2-hour movie in one sitting. It's gonna be overwhelming to you. So focus on smaller parts of a movie. But I don't know your level, Adnan. So maybe you're very high level and watching movies is very easy for you. But I don't know that. I'm gonna assume it's a little bit difficult. So focus on smaller parts. Magna, may I know when Esther is going to come to live stream? Esther is starting her new job right now, so she's taking a break from live streams. I'm not sure when she'll be back. I I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks, but I'll talk to her in the future and see when she wants to come back. Jatoth, I did Skype call, but no response. Well, Jatoth, I get about 10 to 15 people calling me every day on Skype, and I consider that very rude. Don't call me unless I give permission to call me, because I get about 10 to 15 people calling me on Skype, WhatsApp. These days it's about 3 or 4 people every day on WhatsApp. Other programs are applications. I get people calling me, and my phone is always, all day it's strangers are trying to call me. I consider that rude when people are trying to just call me whenever they want. If you really want to talk to me by voice, video, you should have my permission, which means you send a message. I got a lot of messages here from Skype, and I will get to them. You guys got to understand that I'm slow. All right, I'm not quick with messages. I do my best, but I'm a little bit slow. So if you keep calling me and I didn't agree, I will probably block you. So it's best keep sending me messages. That's okay. But if you keep calling me, because people call me 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. all night, and usually I'll just block them. So Jatoth, send a message, and we can arrange a time to talk by Skype. That's best. Magna, I'm waiting for new Esther grammar video. Well, I'm going to release a new Esther grammar video next week, Tuesday. Probably next week, Tuesday, on the Shaw English channel, I will release a new Esther video, grammar video. All right, my oldest brothers are pretty kind with me. Yes. Brothers has an O. The university. You want the university or the university? For usually American English, they don't care the or the as much as British people. Some British people are pretty picky about the and the. But I would say the university. Jenabu, I'm so late. Don't worry. Adian, is my sentence correct? I used to have a car. So you got to add a car. I used to have a car. Then it's correct. But pretty good sentence. Andre, what I mean is the question above to me and for you, which was, Andre, I still don't understand. What I mean is the question about to me and for you, which was above. Okay, so you're referring to an earlier question about, okay, maybe it's good to you as answer to question. I would still say good for you. I'm not sure exactly what you mean for good to you. Magna, can we improve our English language by reading kids' storybooks? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Storybooks for children are great. If they're too easy for you, don't read them. But if they help you, depending on your level, any reading is great. It's going to help you with grammar and vocabulary. So if you read children's storybooks and you enjoy it and that's what you want to do, that will help you. Tika, when we meet new teacher? I don't know, Tika, because teachers are expensive, and this channel doesn't make enough money yet. So I do this for free. Any money that I get, I usually invest in a teacher, because other teachers don't want to do this for free, right? I got to give them money to do live streams. So Tika, I don't know. I don't have a quick answer for that, Tika. Who knows the future? Maybe next week, maybe next month, there might be a new teacher. Layla, I tried to make these sentences with, in addition to, and besides. In addition to that dress, I bought many stuff for my house. Good. Besides this issue, I made many mistakes with my friend. They're correct. They're both correct. The first sentence, I understand the context, but the second sentence, the sentence is correct, but I don't understand exactly what you're trying to say. My Skype name is Shaw Korea. Eugenius Guilherme Santiago. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Many people burn the midnight oil. Yes, they burn the midnight oil. That's an English idiom. They stay up all night studying English. Does that include you? Tika, I hope you not block me because... Oh, thank you very much, Casio. I just got the notification. Thank you, Casio. Tika, I'm not going to block you. Just the people I block are people who are bothering me by phone calls. Calling too much. Some people call me same person calls me 5 or 6 times a day. And I usually just block them. I want to help people, but, respect my time and my space. Robin, your voice is a little changed. Have you cold? I don't have a cold. I'm okay. I don't know why. I just, I'm kind of not too excited today, not depressed. I think I'm very neutral, middle. This is my middle voice. I'm not angry. Hannah, I'm not a materialistic person too, but I will never understand women. A woman who didn't have help from private doctor for her son, but she had help only from doctor of the hospital for poor people. Well, if that was the case, then there might be a mental issue if the woman didn't want to spend money like that. Of course, when it comes to children, I think most mothers will spend more money or get the best service for their children. If they don't, yeah, maybe something's wrong. Jetoth. Sir, my doubt is 1. I am sorry that I won't be able to attend your wedding. I am sorry that I won't be able to be at your wedding. Both. Number 1, I would say, is better, but number 2 is possible. Both of them can work. So don't have any doubt. Her son's leg was amputated. Eee. Sometimes parents make mistakes. Ew, amputated. That's a terrible story. Hello, Billy. Any questions today, Billy? Tip store. How can I learn vocabulary quickly and remember them lifetime? There is only one way to learn vocabulary quickly and remember it for a lifetime, and that is to read books. So Tip Store, my advice to you is please do not waste your time trying to memorize vocabulary lists. Please go out and start reading books, magazines, comic books. Read, and I promise you, the more you read, the more vocabulary you learn, and you will keep it for the lifetime. If you focus on vocabulary lists, in your short-term memory, you will remember a lot of vocabulary, but long-term, you will forget all of that. Magna, could you please tell me the main difference between the following sentences? I got up at around 7 a.m. I got up around 7 a.m. Interesting. I would say number 2 is the best one. But I do know some native speakers might say, I got up at around 7 a.m. They mean the same thing. But number 1, I think, is more of a speaking issue. Just native speakers when they're speaking. But for writing or formal English, we shouldn't have the preposition. We shouldn't have at, around. You should have I got up at 7 or I got up around 7. Like you say it in sentence 2. But yeah, some native speakers only for speaking will say I got up at around 7. Adnan, could you advise me about reading? Should I read in my level or beyond my level? Adnan, you should read at your level. And your level is... you understand 90 to 95% of the content you are reading. If you only understand 70%, that is not your level. Anyone reading here, you should read at your level, and your level, you should understand almost everything. There's about 5 to 10% you don't understand. You want to read things you don't understand, but you don't want too much, right? You just want to read, and there's a little bit you don't understand. That's your level. I mean, besides that problem with my friend, I bothered him in front of his dad. And then it should be okay. Jatath. In January last year, Russian opposition activist Konstantin Sinitsyn, 53, was found dead near his home in St. Petersburg after suffering head injuries. Police said the attack appeared to be a robber. The end of the sentence must be robbery. Police said the attack appeared to be it must be it appeared to be a robbery. So the robbery is the situation. So police said the attack appeared to be a robbery. Must be a robbery. If you want to say a robber, you would have to say police said the attack appeared to be committed by a robber. You would need that by a robber. But appeared must be a robbery. It appeared to be a robbery. Andre, can I shall be said in modern English in any situation? It can be. Is it? Not, no. Very, very, it's very rarely would I use I shall. I might use that for promise I shall do it. To my friends, in a joking way, I might use that. It is, well, anyway, to answer your question, it is possible people do use I shall, but it's not common. Tika, how do you pronounce lists? That's difficult for me. Yeah, anytime you have a consonant, 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 that's going to be hard. List, lists, lists. Yeah, that's a hard one, Tika. I understand. Lists. Let's get the IPA on that. Lists. I can't type IPA, so I always have to copy paste. And I always look at Cambridge Dictionary. Yeah, that's a hard one. They don't have lists. 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 It's a hard one. Lists. Lists. I like to write lists. Lists. I understand why it's difficult, but I don't have an easy solution other than, for pronunciation, you got to train your ear to make sure you hear when I say it, lists, and then just keep practicing. Magna. Which of the following sentences is correct? She told me she woke up at 8. I think that number one should be, she told me she woke up at 8. We wouldn't have told to. She told me. Number two, she said to me she woke up at 8. I think we talked about it last Sunday, the difference between told and said. It's basically the same. She told me she told me she woke up at 8. Can use to me with told? No. So you're seeing the difference between told and said. You can say said to me, but you can't use told to me. Well, in this situation, you can't use told to me, but another situation you can say told to me. So I'll try to give a situation here. Yeah, I know this is what makes English crazy. So a native speaker might use a sentence like this, or might say a sentence like this. It was told to me earlier. But in this case, we wouldn't use told to me. But it is possible to say told to me. Case by case. I don't know if there's a simple rule of when exactly we can use told to me and when not to use told to me. For now, I can only go case by case. If you bring in more examples, I can help you out. Layla, usually I read some of sentences. I try many times to understand them, but I can't correctly. Then I brought them here to ask you, even I want to make sure. Is that annoying? No, that's why I'm here, Layla. You can ask any question. No question annoys me here. No question annoys me here. Tika, what does it mean? Overwhelming. Tika, go to the dictionary. I'm not a dictionary. Check out overwhelming. Come back with a sentence. Layla, Robin, I want to know what is your feeling when you teach English, especially it is the most important language in the world, if you don't mind. I enjoy helping people. So I want to help. I've traveled a lot, so I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of people that do not have the same advantages that I do. I was born in Canada. I was very lucky. And then when I traveled to other countries, which, some of them are very poor and I can see a lot of people suffering. So I like to help people and I help people in many ways. And I decided one day, okay, one way I can help people is to help them with their English. I can't help with money. I can't give money to everyone, but I would like to help with English. So, with this type of live stream, my dream is, I can give more time, but of course, I hope richer students buy me a coffee or, help me out a little bit so I can help. I know most, I don't know, my guess is a lot of students here don't have the financial capability to, learn English in a class or with a native speakers. Or a native speaker, because talking directly to native speakers, especially one-to-one, hiring a one-to-one native speaker teacher is very expensive. So I like to help people, and English is one way I help people. There's other ways I help people, but I'm not going to talk about that now. Magna, could you please pronounce little? Little. So the TT might sound like a D sound. Little. I don't think little, that sounds more British maybe, but American, the TT is going to sound like DD. Little. Dines, hello from Brazil, Robin. My shyness is ruining when I start a conversation. That's too bad. Would it be better if I get a partner beating like me? Dines, no. Well, a partner speaking English is great. Any partner is great, but a better partner is always someone better than you. All right, so if you get a partner worse than you, you're teaching them. If you get a partner better than you, they're teaching you some new expressions, whatever. Both ways are okay if you're a nice person and you like to help people and get a weaker partner. But I think you want to improve your English. Try to get someone better than you. Someone better than you, the best person is a native speaker like me. If not, someone fluent. If not, someone advanced. If not, someone intermediate. If not, a beginner like you. But try to get someone better than you. Layla, unicorn. University, unicorn. I have some words I want to make sure about pronunciation of them. Would you check that on WhatsApp when you're free? Yeah, I haven't been in WhatsApp this week, but I'll try to be there. I'll be back to WhatsApp. Frank Wonder, hi, I want to unlearn English. How can I accomplish this? Well, you can't unlearn something. So, Frank, why do you want to unlearn English? Batgirl, hello. You guys are very active today. Say a day, HSHM, hello. Andre, could you give me any example with fall over? Well, Andre, I can't help you out here because fall over is a phrasal verb with many meanings, and I don't know which meaning you are looking for. Now, fall over basically means I was walking and I fell over. Past tense fall is fell. Walking, fell down, fell over. But fall over could have other meanings. I don't, and I'm not going to go through them all. But which meaning are you looking for? The basic meaning, fall over, is similar to fall down. Adnan, should I learn how to use body language and emotion when I speak face to face or note, and how can I learn that? Yeah, body language and emotion helps. Yeah, use it. Certainly. You are a human and you're talking to another human, and we are watching the face, we're watching the body language. You can see my hands moving now. Layla, I understand what you said. I understood what did you say? I could understand what did you say. Which one should I say and why? Number one there, I understood what you said. Number two, I understood what did you say is very awkward. I could understand what did you say. You have to say, I understood what you said. I could understand what you said. But you got to have what you said. You can't say, what did you say? That doesn't work. Jata, the people of each group have to guess the word. The people in each group have to guess the words. Which one is the correct one sentencer? Jatath, the people of each group have to guess. I think both of those could work, Jatath. And Jatath, it's very interesting because it reminds me, a lot of you, Jatath, are you preparing for a test? Because if there might be for speaking, number one and number two, you're probably going to hear native speakers use number one of, number two in each group. But the technical rule, which is the technical rule? Is it of or in? My guess is in, number two. But I'm going to tell you, nobody cares, number one, number two. This is a very, very, this is a question. If you're just talking about speaking English, Jatath, you should not be worrying about such little insignificant differences in prepositions. Jatath, don't focus too much on those little things that are not important when speaking English. Because nobody cares if you said number one, number two. Nobody would notice. Nobody would care. So I wouldn't worry about that, Jatath. I'm not picking on you, Jatath, for all of you. A lot of you are coming in with questions like you're talking about the littlest difference between two sentences, but native speakers would never care. But you care so much, and it's like you guys don't have to care so much about little differences. But if it is for a grammar test, and your teacher's checking you on grammar, I'm not a grammar teacher, so I wouldn't be an expert on the little technical details of sentences, especially about prepositions. Tika, I'll buy you a cup of coffee if I get a job. Why do you say if? Why don't you say when I get a job? Have some confidence. Why do you say I hope next month? You have to say I will get a job next month. Confidence. And Tika, if you need any help from me to help you get a job, you let me know. If you need to check, if I need to check a resume, English resume or something, you send it to my email. Layla, Robin, you always do your best to teach us English, so we have to say we're thankful for you forever. Well, Layla, thank you for your kind words. Do I do my best? I would say I don't do my best because I could be here every night, but I'm only here once or twice a week these days. Maybe in the future I'll come back a few more nights. So I try. I do try. But thank you for your kind words. All right, Frank, don't give up on English. Genevieve, Diallo. She likes chocolate. She likes chocolate. She liked chocolate. No. No. You're all right. You have to go to basic grammar. Present simple. Make sure this is on the board. This is a pretty strict rule in English. This is very strict. After I, we can only use like. She, he, it. We must use verb with the S, likes, and you, we, they, like. This is pretty strict in English, all right? So she it must be likes chocolate. You cannot say she liked chocolate. That's impossible in English, okay? So, what else you got there? Things I likes, you can't say that. So, this is a strict rule. We should not break it. But if you're making negatives or questions, then the grammar is different. But for the affirmative, this is the grammar. Say when we don't know the gender of the baby, can we say its mother? If you don't know the gender of a baby, you could ask, is it a boy or a girl? I'm not sure what you mean. What situation are you talking about? Sorry, I can't help you. I need more information. Layla, if I'm ever in a pinch, I know I can ask her. Pinch means a problem. Yeah, trouble. Yep, that's right, Layla. Thanks for your correction. Thank you for correcting me. Which one is more correct? Both of them are okay. Of course, the correcting me with ing means it's happening now. Thanks for your correction is kind of a past tense thing, but don't worry about that. If you're telling me right now, thanks for your correction, thanks for correcting me, both work right now. So I'm going to say both of them are equally correct. Magna, I would like to know whether proofreader job is the best job. I don't know what the best job is. A proofreader job is a okay job. A job is any job's a job. It's okay. Proofreader, I don't know. I've never been a proofreader. Well, I've experienced proofreading essays and stuff, but as a job, I don't know. So Tika says, okay, thanks for correcting me. That's okay. I want to become an English translator one day and work abroad. After that, back to my country to teach people who don't know English well. Great to hear that, Tika. I respect your dream, your goals. I hope you are diligent and you try to do that. And the harder you work, the more I'm willing to help you do that if you need my help. Oh, and I'm down to the end of the questions. Genebu Magna, thank you, thank you. Any last questions or comments? I guess I'll finish up. You got 2 minutes, guys. Get any last questions or comments in? Oh, Sleepwalker's here. You're very quiet. Oh, thank you, Tika. Sir, I uninstalled the Skype. Here, I'm going to check Skype now. What's happening with Skype? Oh, I see Layla's there. Great, accept Layla. Hi. Maxine. Joanna. Okay. Cassio's there. Layla, the story begins a long time ago. Come with me. You said this along consists from two words. So is there any difference between along and along? Yeah. Well, when you say two words along, it's talking about time. So if I write a long wait, it was a long wait at the doctor's office. So this is going to be talking about time. I walked along the river. All right, this is along as one word. It's a completely different word. They're not connected. They don't mean the same thing. So this along kind of means beside the river or next to the river. So don't be confused with along and don't be confused with along and along. Very different words. I know they sound similar, but trust me, they're very different. Vietnam corporate giants race to open drugstores. What is the subject? Vietnam corporate giants. So these big companies. Vietnam corporate giants. There's your subject and verb. Race. Race. So they're quickly trying to open drugstores. So race. Quickly trying. Chatath, if you strongly wish to talk to me, I will install it again. If you allow me to speak with you. I will reinstall. Please say your opinion. Jatath, I am very eager to help anyone who wants help, but I only help people who deserve my help, which means I don't help everyone. I help people who respect me, who are not pushy. Jatath, so I'm free to help you anytime you want, but you can't be pushy to me. We have to talk and discuss. Oh, Prakar, thank you very much, Prakar. I just saw your donation. Thank you, Prakar. So, Jatath, if you go back to Skype, certainly I can help you. Wilka. The scientists have studied the environments of many animals. Help me start the sentence with the environments of many animals. You want to make a passive sentence? What are you talking about? The environments of many animals were studied by scientists. Is that what you're looking for? I'm not sure, Wilka. Genebu, you are smart and you respond likewise. Is it the right way to use this word likewise? It could be, but that's not a common way to use likewise. Where did you see that? Where did you see likewise? Because likewise kind of means my feeling too. But the situation here is a little awkward. Sorry, I can't really help you, Genebu. You got to give me more information. Where did you get that sentence? And then I can help you. Layla, he's a freshman at Harvard. My brother is a junior. I'm not sure if this word junior has the same meaning as fresh or not. Nope. It does not have the same meaning. So usually we have freshman. What is it? Freshman. You're talking about high school. University has 4 years. And my brain is starting to shut down. Hold on. Because there's freshman, junior, and senior. Oh, sophomore. So I think it goes, let's see the ranking. It goes freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So the first year they're called freshmen. The second year they're called sophomore. Third year junior, and fourth year senior. That's all there is to it. Could you explain the sentence? Because I tried to understand it, but I couldn't, please. That's all there is to it. Means there's no more information to give. That's it. So I could tell you long is about time, and along means next to. That's all there is to it. That means that's the basic information. There's no more information. I can't explain more. That's all there is to it. Where did you see that, Layla? Layla, Robin, do you think if I study English hard every single day that my English would be better after a year? Layla, if you study English hard every single day, your English gets better every single day. So yeah, every week, every month, it's getting better and better. But Layla, I would talk to you, what is your target? Like, why are you learning English? What do you want to accomplish in the future? What level of English do you need? So I would be more curious of those questions. Chatath, okay, sir, I'll reinstall. Okay, Chatath will reinstall. I'm not sure. I'm just checking. Okay. Yeah, you're not blocked. You're not blocked off for gender. Glayla, I'm very proud of you for trying to read every day, but don't be too obsessed with English. English study is great every day, but of course, you have to live your life also. Hyundai Glovis Vietnam, which was launched last Thursday, would transport automotive products. Why use would, not will? I don't know. Where did you see that, Thong Lee? Because I would use will. I don't know why someone is using would. So where did you see that? And what's the sentence before and what's the sentence after? I don't think you gave a lot of enough information. But with the information you gave, I would use will. I would agree with you. It should be will. Layla, Robin, my goal is I want to speak English very well with foreigners like me, and I want to know a lot of information with English. Well, Layla, I think you already speak English very well with foreigners. Yeah, Thong Lee, you say in the article, but was the article written by a native speaker or was it written by a non-native speaker? Where did you find that article? In the magazine or local newspaper? Because I want to know, Thong Lee, was it written by a native speaker? Because if it's written by a native speaker, then I'm confused. If it's written by someone who's not a native speaker, well, they made a mistake. Jatath, only one time I do video call, then after I never make because I have a strong wish to speak with Jatath, you got to understand a lot of people have a strong wish to speak to me, but if I speak to someone, I have to arrange a time, we agree, stuff like that. Oh, I read it in a book, animal storybook. Monkey said, "You are smart, rabbit," and the rabbit responded, "Likewise." So likewise means I also think you're smart. So likewise, I have the same opinion. Layla, I try to live my life and at the same time I study English a lot. So Hyundai Glovis Vietnam, which was launched last Thursday, I wouldn't use would or will. I would just say transports automotive products and supplies them to a local factory, which is okay. So Thong Lee, I think I know why they use would, because it's talking about the future. They didn't start doing that yet. So it launched, and a future possibility is it's going to transport automotive products and supply them to a local factory. It's not doing that yet. It's a future possibility, so they're using would. The WhatsApp. The WhatsApp group is in each description. There's your WhatsApp. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up. Thanks for talking Today, the Wednesday is consider that a bonus time. The actual class is uh, Sunday. So I'll be back here Sunday, and I'll try to get into the WhatsApp group tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I'll try to be active in the WhatsApp group. Um, and Layla, oh, Rohan's here. Hi. Robin, have you had your dinner yet? No, I haven't had my dinner yet. I'll go eat now. Anyway, thank you guys. I know my personality was not too exciting today. I was just kind of teaching in a neutral way. Hopefully Sunday I'll have a little more energy. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. And Cassio and Prakar, thank you for your support today. And of course, Layla, also thank you for your support to the channel. It really means a lot to me. Okay, bye guys, and have a good day wherever you are. And remember to study English.